Thank you. Ma'am? We all agree that Pat Tillman is a true American hero, however he died. He died in battle, risking his life, and he volunteered for service. And it's also clear he was such a high-profile member of the Army and the Special Forces, it's understandable his death would have gotten special attention, and frankly, it would be surprising if it didn't. Mr. Secretary, I want to thank you for being here today. I want to thank you for rearranging your schedule to be here. I think this is perhaps one of the first appearances you've had in Congress since you have a retired secretary. And I want to thank you, Chairman Myers and Generals Abbasade and Brown, for being here. And I want to say I did not choose to ask questions at the beginning. I think it centers around, two issues: who knew, what, when, and who did they tell? And those answers have come by pretty quickly. So it's almost like let's get on with it. And we have General Kissinger, who clearly needs to be here, but you've really answered the questions, and you're on record and you're under oath. And so, but what I wrestle with in this committee is we had one hearing where we were going to subpoena Condoleezza Rice on yellow cake to try to determine that. We had a hearing this week on the embassy in Iraq, and the whole focus was on a temporary structure that wasn't built as well as it could have been electronically for $6,000, when we've learned that the embassy, in fact, is on schedule and is built under cost. And now we have this hearing. And what I'm wrestling with, and I just want to say this, Madam Chairman, is there are a lot of important issues. I mean, I've had differences with the Secretary and others. It would have been interesting to have a dialogue about that. Our men and women are risking their lives every day. I mean, I wrestled with Abu Ghraib, one, that it should never have happened, but we spent a whole year exposing our dirty laundry while our men and women are risking their lives. I am hard-pressed to know how this is going to save one American life. I am hard-pressed to know how this is going to help us achieve the results that we need to achieve in Iraq or Afghanistan. And we've asked some of our best and brightest to come and spend their time talking about this. And so, as far as I'm concerned, gentlemen, you've answered the questions. And I am particularly grateful, Mr. Rumsfeld, that you called their bluff. Because really what they wanted is for you not to show up, in my judgment. For you not to show up, and then they could keep criticizing you. So is there anything that you all would like to put on the record that you think needs to be put on the record that isn't part of the record? And I would be happy to use my time that way.